Alright, it's that time again. Maelstrom Protocol just ended for this week for Rainbow Six Extraction. This is my final run that I made this morning. Um, I was really hoping that after going silver in the first week, that I could improve upon it and really just hit gold this week. But I couldn't seem to get over that hump. I couldn't seem to overcome the way that this week was set up. The first week they had the serial scan at as like the fourth or fifth objective, so it kind of built its way up to being difficult. This week they kind of gave you the decontamination and the serial scan out the gate, so it started out roughly for me. The operators that it was giving me were operators that I weren't really familiarizing myself with when I first started playing the game. I had them ranked up, obviously, because I've been slowly getting through the entire list, getting them towards 10, but they just weren't the ones I was trying to root myself with. They weren't the ones that I was practicing with. They weren't the ones that I was, constantly using their abilities. So having to basically try to learn them on the fly to try to overcome the hump was obviously just too much to take on in 1 week. I really pushed hard. I made so many different attempts. It also might come down to the fact that I'm running with randoms, and that might be the thing that's keeping me from getting over the hump. I've seen people solo queue it, and I've seen the way that they do it, but it's really difficult to overcome the hump without a set team that's working together, just because with the limited amount of resources, the slightest, selfish teammate could really just throw everything off. They take a health kit at the wrong time, they take an ability recharge at the wrong time, they take a react kit at the wrong time, and they kind of just leave you without resources, without stuff you need. You start running out of ammo, things of that nature. It's just it can get bad. So it might be that I'm solo queuing and I can't find good teammates. It might be that I'm just not as good at the game as I thought I was. So, but the next week's objective should be updated by this morning, February the 3rd. And I'll probably start my push again, because this is the road to Diamond, and I'm going to hit Diamond. If it takes me, a year, which is 52 weeks, if it takes me 2, I don't care. This is going to be the road to Diamond. I'm going to be showing my struggles, my ups, my downs, and probably a whole lot of failures, because I'm going to be great at this game one way or another. I'm going to put the time in. I'm going to put the work in. I'm locked in for this game, and I love this game, and I love the way it plays. So I'm going to be here for a minute, and if it takes me a while to figure it out, then I don't care, because I'm ready for that grind. I'm ready for that work. This run was really, really interesting, because I was really trying to familiarize myself with Smoke's SMG primary, just because it was different. Smoke and Sledge share their shotgun and their LMG, and this was just the SMG primary was just so different, because it felt odd in my hands. I have switched over from having suppressors on both weapons to just having suppressors on my secondary, just because that damage really does come in handy when I'm fighting tormentors and smashers and things of the like. I'm really just enjoying this game, and I really hope I can start finding teammates, or possibly convince some of my try-hard friends that I normally play other games like Apex with to pick up the game, because it's really enjoyable, and I feel like they'd enjoy it. But then again, I tried to get them into Siege, and that didn't work out too well for me. So hope is hope. Hope is hope. just watching these back from the edits, I can see where my mistakes were. I was using the suppressed weapon far too much when I was trying to fight tormentors and smashers. I was taking far too much damage. I wasn't using my paralysis grenades enough. And then when I was using them, I was basically wasting them. I was overusing my ability. I was really out here being reckless. And I gotta stop doing that. I gotta get tactical within myself so that I can better play for not only the team, but just so that I can better play within myself. I still have to complete the studies for Alaska and Truth and Consequences. I haven't done too many of those just because I have been trying to heavily focus on doing the Kick the Anthill assignment as well as the Maelstrom Protocol. And maybe that might also be the issue, is that I'm trying to jump the line as far as figuring things out. I am on level 24, so the next level I do get the Sprawl Laser, which should probably make things a lot easier. Having that, though, will definitely mean that I have to rely a lot more heavily on my teammates, since I won't be running a revive kit to just pick myself up. So that's going to be very interesting. I can't wait to see what operators they have set up for this week. I'm assuming IQ is going to make the list, because IQ didn't make the list in the last two. I think Nomad might actually make the list. And that's just if they're going across and they're like trying to make sure everybody gets used within a time span. If not, then they might just recycle the group from last time. But I'm pretty sure they are going to try to, make their way around so that you have to try to focus on each one. So from just from the randoms I've been running into, it seems like a lot of people have picked who they want to main, and they're kind of like set on that for the most part. A lot of people have characters, more than a few characters at level 10, and then the rest of their characters somewhere between levels 1 and 5. So it's obvious to see what people are really, it's interesting to see what people are basically, feeling for the game. Me, I'm trying to make sure everybody's leveled up, just because I don't know who I'm going to use. I like to tinker and go crazy, as my name implies. I just like to tinker and just do random things, try out different things, try out different methods. And, just trial and error. I'm the master of trial and error. Lots of error, lots of trials. But in the end, I do always figure out a way to be, if nothing else, above average at a game. Did it with Call of Duty, did it with Apex, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So it's just any game I've touched, any game I've picked up, I always do trial and error. Because I'm not the dude who's just like, oh, here's the meta, I'm going to do the meta. Or, the guy who's like, copy and paste. I've never been that dude. Never been a cookie cutter type of guy. So I'm happy with that I'm consistently hitting silver. So that means that's kind of just my stalemate. That's my mindset. I'm a silver dude at the moment. So now I gotta just push for gold and then consistently hit gold and then make that push for platinum, then consistently hit platinum. Then I'll be hitting diamond and trying to consistently hit diamond. But I'm going to catch you on the next one. It's been AP Experiment, and this is Road to Diamond.